Alrighty, yo, what is up, knights? Aegis Rick here, and yes, for once in so long, guys, I can call you guys knights as a knight, a true knight of my own. As you guys see, my main character, Sir Rick here, looking fresh as fuck as we play Black Desert Online. And yes, we're coming back to Black Desert Online because these characters that I have here are relatively old. I should say relative. Very, very old. Okay, I made both of these main characters when the game came out, this being my knight as well as my Valkyrie as well here. But then these are some newer characters. I kind of made them when they came out. I made this one originally. Whenever they released a new character, like I remember playing the Assassin, I played for 5 minutes and I was like, can't come back to this game. Now this is a character of which I have... I started out quite heavily and then I stopped eventually. I'm going to go back to him, and because of this series that we have been doing, guys, playing other games, and I'm going to open myself up to other games on the channel. Black Desert is a game I want to get back into, and I'm going to make the leap right now, okay? So we've been doing a bunch of stuff on our fighter type characters, and I'm going to show you guys just really quick why this game in general is just... I believe heads and shoulders above any of the other ones we've played, just in terms of the combat system. I don't want to analyze this game in terms of its success or whatever. I know it's a lot more popular as far as it is, but that's mostly because this is a bigger game, as you guys will soon see. Well, this goes without saying. I mean, look at the map. This is a open world type game, and not like most of the instance-based games that we play on the channel. But even yet, guys, we are going to be playing the Striker character, which I have him all decked out and costumed out. And that's one thing about this game. The game's customization options are just so phenomenal. And you get so many options to not only pick knight costumes, which is something I have been missing out on for the past like years. I've been playing games like Korean-based games like DFO and all this other shit. Where's the standard knight costumes, huh? Why is it so hard for me to find costumes like that? But enough talking, guys. Let's go ahead and jump into... I did kind of come back a little bit and made sure all of my characters were straight, but this character right now, guys, is somebody I'm kind of trying to power level right now. So what you're going to see is this guy is very, and I mean very powerful. Mostly because he has a lot of gear that is designed for my, level 50 characters, and I just kind of moved them over while I wanted to level up a Striker character. And we're going to kill all these guys. Let me make sure I'm ready before we start this grind. Get all my pets out, which I do have some... pets. There's a lot of things I'm gonna like gloss over in this video, guys. I'm not gonna be able to explain them all, but basically there's just too many systems that this game is gonna incorporate. Like all these pets are one of them. I'm just gonna focus on the combat in this video, but just keep in mind that all the other stuff I'll be mentioning later. Right there, I got some knowledge for beating that enemy. One really nice thing, because this is a I kind of wish other games use this feature as well, but basically what it allows you to do is to get knowledge based on the enemies that you kill. At the very top you see, oh, your knowledge increased to S rank. Well, as you continue killing monsters, you'll get more knowledge on them, as you would expect in real life, and when you do, fighting them in the future will become easier. And this is actually, I believe, an account wide feature. So this is basically knowledge that is privy to everybody on your account, and then they can use that to have an easier time of farming the same enemies. Boosh! Which is, again, another really useful feature. Is there a way I can get, like, this annoying shit out of my face here? Are you kidding me? It's like, I know the skills here. I know the skills. I remember playing this character. And I did play him a little bit before I started recording, so I know what I'm doing. Anyway. Warrior, though, Warrior is my main. You saw him. He looks awesome. This is my... I'm really enjoying this Striker class, by the way. This Striker is really sick. I'm not even playing him well. I'm pretty sure about that. You guys will tell me otherwise, since you guys... This game has been out for longer, I think, even than DFO has been out. So, the knowledge and expertise in that game, at least in the West... the knowledge and expertise is so... I'm so far behind, basically, when it comes to that. This character, I'm like, man, this character's a brand new character. This guy's been out for like 2 years now or something. So, but currently I'm looking on the mini-map. I'm looking for any orange mobs. Orange indicates a mob that is, going to be for my quest, which sometimes you might get a little bit confused because, well, you see a mark. I'm supposed to fight somebody, but he's not here. Oh, well, that's because he's underground, and I'm currently above ground. It's kind of hard to tell sometimes. I don't know why my map has me going here, honestly. Let's go ahead and kill everybody here. Yeah, you know, I kind of cheated, honestly. You know, I just kind of wanted to power level this guy. I wanted to make this striker catch up to all of my main characters faster, so I just gave him all the gear that my mains have, which is kind of cheating. And then I purchased, because I've been gone for so long, I've been able to purchase, you know, they give me like free gold or free money. I've been able to purchase all of the weapons I needed to be able to get this character stronger. But you guys can see I have my costume set up. I have a Lemuria armor set, which is something I just picked up. I just got a whole set of that. And because there is no level cap in this, or I don't know if there's a level cap. I don't think there's a level cap, but there for sure isn't a gear cap in terms of what level you have to be to put on gear. So you can put on the best in slot gear at level 1 and just hyper boost yourself like crazy, which is kind of cheap when you think about it, but at the same time, they've also streamlined the leveling process in general. So you're not going to be, you know, struggling very hard to. So we go try to turn in some of these quests. You're not going to be struggling very hard to get to, you know, 50, I think 6, which is when, as I got more knowledge there, which is when you're going to get a higher level, basically a job change, like an awakening job change. That's what level out's going to happen. So, boosh. I only killed 2 of these fighters. I need to kill 5 of them. They're all over the fucking place. But anyway, that's talking more about this game's systems, guys. I want to ignore that and just focus on the combat with this character, because we've been playing a bunch of monks or fighters, and it's a generic kind of character archetype, which is apparently more generic than just knights. And I feel like this one gets it so good. You know, he's just striking around. He has a Shoryuken move. He even has like a Kamehameha Palm Blast move. Look at this. Boosh. Big ass hit right there. He has like a teleporting move, I think. Oh man, that is sick. That will fucking wreck somebody. And the point I was making about other games, where other games focus heavily on you know, using skills, and your skills will be what determine. I don't know what was happening there. Your skills will determine, you know, what kind of actions you can do, and you don't have a lot of commands aside from basic attack. This game takes that concept and flips it on its head, and it basically does it the other way around. As I help this guy here, it does it the other way around. I have no skills on my hotkey bar, and every other skill that I do is a combination of some kind of one of these combinations, which I really am sick and tired of seeing this on my screen here. Oh my god. Okay, save. Why is that a standard thing that's going to display like all the time? Anyway, guys, what this game takes it on its head and just takes it the other way around. What that thing was showing on the screen is basically key combinations that you can do to do certain moves. If I just press Q, he does a Shoryuken, but if I press back in Q, I do like a somersault kick. If I press F, I'll do a regular kick, but if I press Shift and F, I'll do, that was like my ultra. I needed an enemy in there. You know, left and right click does that kind of palm slam thing, but if I press back and left and right click, there's the Hadouken. Left click is basically my basic attack, but if I press, you know, if I do a left click while I'm dashing, I do a different type of attack. And all of these are skills that I'm picking up. It's just that there are certain combination button combination that will activate it. There may be some situations where you don't want to cast that, like for instance, this is E is your grab skill. That's maybe not a great example. Maybe like, okay, here, this skill, can I? There's some skills that I know you can just put on your hotkey bar, which will simplify it, but most of them have to be, like this one right here. This is your back and right mouse button. I can put it onto my hotkey bar and it will do the skill as intended, but it's just easier to just learn the combination and just do it yourself. So there's the option for newbies, but my guess is you're going to be playing enough and grinding enough where you're going to be able to pick that up pretty easily. There's a lot of combinations. I'm not going to sit here. Oh my god, I love the teleporting one. There's a lot of combinations, so I'm not going to sit here and say I know all of them or remember all of them. But basically how this character plays is he has basically 2 main ones that he is focusing on whenever he's fighting an enemy. One is going to be shift and left click, which will put you into a certain stance. And then you have options. That's like the knee stance. And then you have shift and right click, which is putting you yet into another stance. So just got a level right there. So, you know, you have different options. Like you can go into shift left click and then press like right mouse button or F or another left click, and you'll do different combination attacks. Right there with shift right click into just right click spam. So it's a combination of left click, right click, and F actually, which I don't like using too much because I don't like accidentally casting this skill, which is, I don't like using it, but you kind of get the point here, is that, you know, I want to say simplified, but it's not, because you can't just, you know, hit your face on the keyboard and then start spamming skills. It's a deliberate thing from the very start, just by sheer virtue of how the skills are displayed. And that's kind of how it goes, guys. I mean, let's go ahead and go to where it's asking us to go to next, which is also another really nice thing, is that this game has been streamlined since when I played it. I recognize these zones as I'm level 38, and I did, when this game came out, I did grind out all of these zones, and it's still very similar to before. But how it kind of worked out was, it was a lot more grindy. You had to straight up grind your ass off to get to level 50. And I did that all day, man. It was nuts. So I just get more knowledge. Knowledge, if you don't have it already, if you don't have it ranked at all, you will not even know how much HP the enemy has, which is kind of hard for me to show because they're dying in one hit. But if an enemy does not have, if you don't have any knowledge on an enemy, you can't even tell how much HP they have before they die. So I'm just making short work of everybody, so that's not going to be anything. But damn, they have some strong prisms. Okay. My stamina level just increased right there, which is another really nice feature I like about this game, is that what you're going to notice is a lot of different features of the game is kind of leveled actively. So stamina, which is a resource you need to run and do certain attacks, you need that resource, but you can only build it up by, you know, running. You know, using it. So it's one of those things where there's no easy way about it. You just gotta do it, and you get it passively. Another one is like if you eat some food, for instance, you'll get you know, you'll build up your, I forget what that builds up, but you know, it builds up something. But you know, there's a lot of stuff like that where you can't really be the strongest you can be just by solely grinding and killing enemies. Because there's going to be a lot of things that you're going to need to resort to, you know, crafting, or, you know, some of the life skills and stuff like that to actually build up your character. You're not just going to be able to do it easily like that. Just got a mission right there. I think I poisoned their food, which is hella fucked up. Anyway. So, again, this game is so expansive. Most of the time I have tried to... Oh shit, I have to climb out of here? Okay. Most of the time I've tried to play this game just by killing enemies and trying to level up that way. But like I said, you're just not going to be doing it very efficiently. You need a lot of money in this game. And you can't get it so well just by killing guys non-stop. And you're not going to get, you know, you're going to be missing out on a lot of things just for that sheer reason. So, Shoryuken is hella good, man. I can use it to pretty much kill everybody. Now, one thing you're going to notice in this game is that some skills, not all of them, but some skills have no cooldown. So you'll see this skill actually, well, okay, let me step back. Some skills have a legitimate cooldown, and some have a kind of, they do have a cooldown, but it's not as enforced. Like this skill, the Shoryuken skill is a good example of a skill that doesn't have a cooldown, but it is still on cooldown here. What that means, you're going to notice a lot of your skills have something called, it's called like good hit or something like that. Yep, here's a Shoryuken. Floating on good hits right there. I'm going to zoom in to what I'm looking at here. Effect is nullified during cooldown. So that's what that means. Anytime you use that skill off cooldown, it will perform a good hit. And while it's on cooldown, every time I hit them, I will not get the good hit. Now, the energy resource for the monk as well as the warrior and the Valkyrie is this, like, I guess, rage meter. I don't know what it's called on this character, but you can build it up just passively or just by doing combat, which is not even an issue. I hardly even notice that it's gone while I'm playing, so no biggie there. Alright, I guess I just gotta kill more. Yo, he wants me to murder these fools. Alright, well, we can do that. Even my kick is fucking him up. One thing I'm not doing with this character, and I need to, is if I press space, I get a speed buff, and it's an AOE. It's an AOE. It's a speed buff, as well as you know, a vacuum effect as well. So I always got to keep casting that, and I'm not very good at it yet. It's something I realized when I was leveling. I've been playing DFO, or sorry, Black Desert on the side this past week, and I've been kind of you know, picking this character back up and trying to understand how he plays. Well, that's something I'm noticing really quick is you need to spam this to keep your momentum going, which there's no reason not to, especially when it causes even aggro. Sometimes, especially in this game, aggro is a main stat that you want to, you know, aggro people onto you and get them to attack you. So look at how fluid this movement is, by the way, guys. So, you know, I've told you some of the combinations. There are a lot more. For instance, if I press you know, if I'm doing a sidewalk and I press right click, I do like this rolling Dempsey roll shit. Well, if I press the sidewalk left kick, it does like a side kick. I can also dodge in all directions, you know, dash forward and all of that. So there's no lack of variety of different attacks. In fact, I feel like there might be too many attacks for most people to even take seriously. Oh man, that was a violent enemy, and I just one-shot him. Let's grab this enemy right here, give him a slam onto the ground. He wasn't ready. And you'll notice, I don't remember what level, I think it's at like level 35 or something, you'll get the Black Spirit's Rage, which one of your skills will be indicated as a Black Spirit skill. In this case, mine is the Shift F combination, and that just does like a big hook fist and insta-kills everybody. So anyway, a main focus of this game is PvP. I don't know if we're going to get into that since it's mostly guild focused, and you got to be, again, like I keep saying, you're not going to be able to just grind your way in this game and be successful. It takes a lot of effort aside from just this, even just levels. Levels is only half of the battle, honestly. Not even, I would say. It's only the first half. Much like many other MMOs, it's only the first thing you got to worry about, and then it's all gear and shit from there. So, but anyway, guys, I just wanted to show off a little bit of Black Desert. I just want to let you guys know that there will be content, more content, as I learn to play this character a little bit better, and it's more importantly level up more, so I can get to some harder content and have more stuff to do aside from just leveling, which there is a lot of stuff I already know I have to get into and start doing, like farming particular gears and playing my other main character on my actual warrior knight. I need to get back to actually playing a knight, right? That was the whole goal from the start. So we will get back to that. But for now, guys, thanks for watching. Just keep in mind, we have played all of the monks. I'm going to keep playing those other games, by the way. Critica and Soul Worker at least a little bit. We'll see how long I can last on Soul Worker. Definitely Critica. We'll still be playing DFO. Don't worry about that. But I do want to make Black Desert Online a main game on the channel again, as this guy's looking sharp, man. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I will catch you knights later. And it's the first time I feel so great saying that, because I am an actual, even this striker, so knightly, baby. Catch you guys later.